The sun had just set over Route 13, and the group of friends, Max, Jake, Maya, and Sophia, were already feeling uneasy. The highway was empty, and the only sounds they could hear were the ones their car made. Max was driving, Jake was in the passenger seat, while Maya and Sophia were at the back seat. As they continued down the road, they started to see strange things. Shadows moving in the corners of their eyes, whispers coming from nowhere, and the feeling of being watched. Max tried to dismiss it as just their imagination, but deep down, he knew that something was wrong with Route 13. Suddenly, their car's engine died, and they were stuck in the middle of nowhere. They tried to start the car again, but it wouldn't budge. Jake decided to get out of the car and check the engine, while the others stayed inside. After a few minutes, Jake returned to the car, pale and trembling. He told them that he saw a ghostly figure standing behind the car. Max tried to start the car again, and miraculously, it came back to life. They drove away as fast as they could, but the strange occurrences continued. As they drove, they saw ghostly apparitions walking along the side of the road, and strange symbols etched onto the asphalt. They stopped at a gas station to get some fuel, and they found out that the gas station attendant had a story to tell. The attendant told them about a curse that had been put on Route 13 by a vengeful spirit. According to the legend, the spirit would torment anyone who dared to drive down the cursed highway. Max and his friends continued down the road, determined to reach their destination. As they got closer to the end of the highway, the supernatural occurrences became more intense. They saw the ghostly figure of a woman walking down the middle of the road, and they heard strange whispers coming from the darkness. They finally reached the end of Route 13, and they breathed a sigh of relief. However, as they drove away from the cursed highway, they realized that they had unwittingly taken something with them. Max's car was now haunted, and they were being followed by the vengeful spirit that haunted Route 13. They tried to get rid of it, but it was too late. The curse had already taken hold, and they were doomed to be haunted for the rest of their lives. In the end, Max and his friends learned a valuable lesson. Some things are better left alone, and some roads are better left untraveled. It was a moonless night, and the woman was driving down a lonely road, surrounded by dense woods. She was feeling exhausted after a long day at work and just wanted to get home. Suddenly, she saw a figure on the side of the road, waving at her. She hesitated for a moment, but eventually stopped her car and rolled down the window. "Can I help you?" she asked. The figure stepped closer to the car, revealing a pale face with dark circles around the eyes. The woman noticed that his clothes were torn and covered in dirt. "I need a ride," the figure said in a hoarse voice. The woman felt a shiver down her spine but decided to be kind and let him in. As they drove, the figure began to talk to her in a strange language that she couldn't understand. The woman felt uneasy and tried to focus on the road, but something about the figure was making her nervous. Suddenly, the figure turned to her and revealed his true face. It was grotesque and deformed, with glowing eyes that pierced through the darkness. "You're in danger," the figure hissed. "You shouldn't have stopped for me." The woman tried to scream but found that she couldn't make a sound. The car was now driving on its own, and the figure began to laugh maniacally. "You're on my road now," he said. "And you're not going anywhere." The woman realized too late that she had taken a wrong turn and ended up on a cursed road, where lost souls were trapped forever. She had fallen prey to the lonely road, and there was no escape.